It's called something. Help me out. It's like where a group of people come together and they all donate the money, and then one person gets the money and starts their business. Then they go to the next person. Yeah, it's a pit. Yeah, it's a pit. Yeah, it's a pyramid scheme. Yes. Nadine says Susu. Okay, yeah. So a Susu, man, every Susu I've been told of always ended with somebody running off with the money. Every Susu ended with somebody running off on the plug. And every Susu I've known have been done with Black people. And every time they run off on the plug. But yeah, very delusional, because she clearly does not know what Black culture is. A lot of this is from programming and propaganda as well. But let's continue.
Hey Oprah, good morning. How are you, darling? You looking very good. How do you think the election went?
Not talking about the election. Thank you very much.
Oh, is it true that they paid you $1 million for the endorsement for Kamala?
Not true.
Not true, okay.
I was paid nothing, ever.
What do you think about all the celebrities with their mass exodus?
I'm not talking about
Do you think Prince Harry's gonna lose his visa now that Trump's president? Thank you, Oprah.
Now, it's rumored that Oprah got $1 million, and we all know that's true. We all know she got the money. She probably didn't receive it, but she received that money somewhere, and I guarantee it's going to be non-tax. She received $1 million cash. Kamala Harris raised $1 billion and ended up $20 million in debt. So that means that Kamala Harris spent over $1 billion. Of course, Oprah got paid $1 million to do an interview. Like, what are we talking about? But again, Kamala Harris raised $1 billion and left the campaign in debt $20 million. That means she spent over $1 billion. Matter of fact, let's go. Let's go back. Because we can actually have someone talk about that. Although I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see the video I wanted to play.
This work. We're still unpacking.
Well, I can't find that video, but I can play this one.
Why didn't this work? We're still unpacking what exactly happened.
Some of this is pure racism and misogyny.
White supremacist ideology.
uneducated.
Jarrell says she spent $1.6 billion. Now we know that she kept some of that money, right? Now we all know that Kamala Harris kept some of that money. So if she raised $1 billion, she probably kept about $250 million. I mean, because she had to pay these Democrats. So that money went back to the Democratic Party. Joe Biden got a cut. Pelosi got a cut. Whoever was out there in the Democratic Party pushing this thing full steam ahead, they got a cut. Probably Gavin Newsom got a cut. A lot of them black mayors got a cut. So that lot of about 250 million went back to the Democrats, non-taxed money. But let's continue.
Why didn't this work? We're still unpacking what exactly happened.
Some of this is pure racism and misogyny.
White supremacist ideology.
Uneducated white women.
Nostalgia for a past that didn't exist.
The headwinds of the economy.
Misinformation.
The patriarchy.
The American people have given up on democracy.
Latinos in Texas, a district that's 97% Latino, went 75 percentage points for Donald Trump. Why?
Misogyny.
How much of this is just old-fashioned sexism? How much of this is just old-fashioned misogyny?
It's misogyny from Hispanic men. It's misogyny from black men. Not enough people in this country yet believe in the full equality of women.
Among Hispanic men and black men, there's a lot of misogyny.
Might be race issues.
Black voters came through for Kamala Harris. White women voters did not.
A lot of Hispanic voters have problems with black candidates.
I don't put sexism and racism past the United States. I think that for some people that was a factor.
The short answer is the sexism, the misogyny, the racism that is so unquantifiable.
Anyone who has experienced or been in the United States for any period of time cannot have believed that it would be easy to elect a woman president, let alone a woman of color.
Who are we as a country? And we're starting to find out. And from what I'm seeing right now, I'm not sure I like it.
Again, the goal behind this rhetoric is to clean their base out. So the goal is to, now you have loyal, extreme Democrats that are very liberal, very Marxist, very communist, very socialist, very unhinged. This is what they want. So they want to alienate anybody or group that is going to not agree with this. So they want to get the men out. The only type of men they want in the party are effeminate or gay men or trans men. That's all they want. They don't want women that respect the patriarchy. They want women that are feminists, lesbians, trans, whatever. That's what they want. So this is a way to solidify their base for the next election. Think about this now. With this type of rhetoric, who are they going to be appealing to? With this type of rhetoric, who are they going to be appealing to? What they're saying is America isn't what we thought, because America is still racist and it's still misogynist. So we got to have a whole different strategy next time and a whole different voter block to appeal to. So now you're about to see them go very extreme in their counters to Donald Trump's policies. They're going to get extremely extreme. But let's continue. Let's continue. Oh, here we go.
I don't know why black people laughing at Latinos and Hispanics, because if he gets away with this whole deportation situation, and he will, black people in the community is affected too. Everybody, all of y'all are gonna be laughing until your Jamaican grandma is gone away. Everybody laughing when the black community is filled of black immigrants as well, stuff like that. Okay, first let me just say this: black people aren't laughing at Latinos because we want something bad to happen to them. No, we're not laughing at Hispanics because we are pleased with negative things happening to them or their fear.
Now, who wants to bet that she's going to say something intelligent that makes sense? What's the over or the under on her about to give this long dialogue, and it's going to actually make sense and be coherent and not be foolish? I got Paul said no, Pamela said nada, God is our awesome defender said 0. So let's continue.
One, black people laugh to keep the pain away. And black people are funny as shit. I'm not gonna hold you because some of these jokes is fucking hilarious. That's just when y'all already know we funny as shit. 2, black people are laughing because we knew. Like, I want y'all to understand something. And I understand that y'all may not like it. And you may not even receive it because it's a black woman telling you this. And we know how y'all feel about black women. Y'all don't ever listen to this. But he has a hyper focus on certain people for a reason. And that reason really is because, in my belief, YT people never cared about anybody else but black people. YT people in America see things as black and white. This country has always been black and white to them. And all the rest of y'all in between, that's how they felt about y'all. I know y'all fought so hard to not be in the shadows of black people. Don't treat me like them. I'm not one of them. I'm not black. I'm Hispanic. I'm Latino. Don't do that like that. I'm not a minority. I want to be the model minority. Whatever it was. That's fine. That's cool because everybody deserves their own identity and I respect that. We understand that. Nonetheless, YT people never cared. In my prediction, YT people want to get this country back to its original form. To make America great again, right? And the original form was it was black people, Native Americans, and white people. That was it. None of y'all were over here. None of y'all were on the plantation with us. YT people see minorities as support for black people. Black people now know better. You all were able to come over here into this country and live a life of semi-luxury in comparison to us. You all were able to get benefits and privileges off of the backs because of us. YT people gave you adjacency. They gave you the model minority. They gave you a little bit more acceptance. They gave you better treatment, not because they liked you, not because they respected you, not because they seen you as equal, but it was to spite black people.
So she's going in, and there's a lot of programming and propaganda. So she's all over the place. But I'm gonna try to make this plain. So basically, she's saying that white people only care about black people. Now she just said that white people wanted to let minorities